guys, welcome back to Thinking Out Loud with Shan, aka Shannon, which is me. What a vibe I am. Hello, how are you? Hope you're well. Before we get on to this week's topic, please, if you like this video, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe to me. Head over to my Instagram account, which is Thinking Out Loud with Shan, which should pop up now. Boo. But yeah, I'm going to get onto this week's video because it's such a good topic and I feel like so many people can relate to it. So let's talk about dating and being single, entering Hot Girl Summer 2021. Just want to say this week's appearance. So I'm currently coming on my period, quite bloated, took the last of my lashes out, very pale Gale, because I wanted to scrub up my fake tan to get a proper tan, and this is how it went. I look like a drumstick. It's that fair skin life for me. But yeah, also I wanted to come on like this is because this is how I am 99% of the time. So no matter what I upload to my Instagram or my Facebook, this is me. And I think this is really important as well when you go out into the dating world, that you are your true self, and I always will show this version of me. So yeah, I just wanted to say that. So I'm making this video because I feel like I needed it when, well, now if there was somebody else that has this video, then I'm going to watch it, because there is no book, there's no script, there's no go-to to how to start dating again after you've been in a long-term or a serious relationship. At the moment I feel like my head's fucking gone. I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to flirt, I don't know how to be, and I've literally gone from being a we to an I, and for some of us that could be really hard. Like for me that was absolutely soul destroying, but it was about finding myself again and knowing when the right time was to get myself back out there, and for me it's now. So I just wanted to give you guys some advice, what I've learned, and I think is kind of an essential before you go back out into the dating world. So the first one is no contact or texting or sexting or sex with your ex. So if you've been in a long-term relationship or whatever, when it's done, it's done. That was essential for me. So when it was done, it was done. There was no going back. There was no P in the V. There was no comfort like that, because that is how you get over somebody. Like I will hold my hands up and say that I kept in contact with my ex after we broke up because I was worried about him. I was worried about me. I wanted that comfort, you know, because that's all I knew for like so long. And it's literally like you're grieving. So I think that's the worst thing I did. Like I should have stopped contact. And that would have probably kind of led to less heartache. Because you know what they're doing. They're doing it without you. You know, they're living a life without you, which you never thought would happen. So when it's done, it's done. Regardless of what anybody says. Because there's things that we do learn, unfortunately, that we do hear from surroundings. I never went back there. I never did it, and I never will, because once it's done, it's done. So that is all I want to say. Number 2, you're always going to compare, and that's a really painful thing. So what I've learned is that you're always going to compare your dates or your new relationship or whatever that is to your old one. And people really don't admit this, but I'm going to hold my hands up and say, yeah, I've been on a date and I was like, well, it wasn't like this last time, and why is it like moving faster last time than it is this time? And that's really painful to say, but I'm being honest. Like, you compare a lot of things, you compare them in bed. Like, it's one of them things that I'm learning to like move on with, and people don't talk about it and like out loud, but like half the girls I've talked to, like my friends, they were like, yeah, you will compare, and it's horrible, but that's all you've known. So yeah, really try hard not to compare. Like, try and go into dating as a new thing, which I'm doing now, which this is where the confidence grew, and I'll go on to that onto the next bit of video. It's about becoming, for me, it was about becoming a person that I wasn't before, because I'm not that person. I'm not in that environment. I'm not in that situation. I'm a different person. I'm allowed different ways of thinking. I'm allowed, you know, a different attitude, because you can reinvent yourself every single day, and that's okay. So I went back out into dating, firstly in like January, February time. Like, I went on Tinder. I went on Tinder, yeah, I did. I made a profile, and I went on Bumble. And I think I went on Hinge. I was having like a little midlife crisis, honestly. Like, it was the first time like I'd done all this, so I thought I had to go on all three, and hopefully somebody would just come and sweep me off my feet and make me forget everything that happened in the past. Like, but it actually doesn't work like that, and I'm really sorry to say, like, for me, you're not gonna fall or be swept off your feet by the first person that you meet after being in a long-term relationship, or just being the age you are. You can be totally different. The world's a totally different place now. Like, we've been locked in for 2 years. I feel like I've been locked in for 2 years. I've been locked in for like a year, and it's okay to change your mind and want to live your life. And I've personally thought that maybe I had to get with the first person I saw, or I don't know, like, I don't want to be like disrespectful, but you can be really, that person, like, or the first person or whatever, can be a really nice and lovely man, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I found out you're gonna get a lot of different and mixed feelings along the way. My attitude has changed very recently to sex and one night stands and first dates and whatever, I don't know. I think before, and I still do think, that for me sex is love, but it's changed, because I feel, in a sense now, God, people are gonna be like, because she's had the D. No, it's not like that. I think the confidence has made me question a lot of stuff in my head about what I think sex is. So I think sex when you're in a relationship is love, but sex outside of a relationship, like a one night stand or a quickie or passion or whatever, is sex, and it doesn't mean anything. And if you want to be that person, you be that person. If you want a bit of confidence, go and get it. Like, girls have got a sex drive, and that is okay. Like, I have a high sex drive because I was on antidepressants for a long time, and if you know what they do to you, they suppress you. This is not me saying, oh my God, I'm horny as fuck, which I am, but it's because, how can I say it? I feel like women who say they like sex or they like being desired, I think that's probably what it is. Like being desired, like being, you know, listed after, are slags, which is totally wrong, because it's okay for men to go around and say, I'll bang this bird, I'll bang this bird, I'll bang this bird. But as soon as a woman said, you know, I've slept with this person, or I find myself attractive, or, you know, I like to get a bit cheeky on the gram, it's, oh, she's a slag, she slept with loads of people. Well, no, I haven't. I got a bit of nipple out on the gram and people think I've lost my head. No, because I feel confident. And do you know what? It's so nice. If a person thinks I'm attractive, that's great. That's nice. Like, you're allowed to feel attractive. And for example, if I wanted to go and have a one night stand with somebody, or if I wanted to do something casual with somebody, that is my choice. And I think that's the decision, like, I've made now. Like, I thought I probably had to get into a relationship soon after a relationship because people saw me in that light and that good girl. And, you know, now looking at it, I have a heart of gold and I don't deserve to be hurt, but I'm allowed to feel good in myself and I'm allowed to make decisions. and I'm not a slag for saying I like something. Like, dial a dick. I'm joking. I didn't realise how forward though men could be when they want to get to know somebody. So I've been on Tinder. Today I looked up to see, you can now, so since I was on Tinder, like, I ain't been on Tinder for like 6 years. So since I was on Tinder, it's all changed. And now you've got a new app called Bumble. So it's crazy. I think Bumble, the girl makes the first move first or something, or talks first. So Tinder's was the go-to because I knew probably how to use it. And I looked today. Now, I said in a previous clip before that I'm on to you now looking like this, and I upload completely different photos to the gram. But when I talk to a lad, or I've talked to lads, or I've started off, I think on my profile I'd always put a picture up with no makeup or a sweaty gym pic or loungewear, because that is me 99% of the time. And I always put myself like out there like that, because I want them to see, in a way, like you sell yourself, don't you? You want them to see the whole of you, and things like that. So when I obviously uploaded my account today, I looked, and it's actually really scary. I have 2,444 likes. That is mad. Like, that is scary. So I have actually deleted Tinder today because I just think that's too much for me. And the DMs I was getting was not okay. Like, what was the one the other day? It was like, oh, I bet you're good in bed. Well, I am, Kevin. Probably. I am good in bed, but you're not going to know. I was like, you cheeky bastard. Or the eye emoji. Love the eye emoji like that. Yeah, what does that mean? Or the peach, meaning the bum. Yeah, I've been working on my arse at the gym. Do you know what I mean? Like, or the most fucking, like, intrusive like messages I've had. I've been like, so when was the last time for you? How? What? Like, I would not even think, when was the last time with you? Has it been a while? Oh my god, like, what? How? Like, I just don't get it. Like, do you find that attractive? Because I don't. I like talking about normal stuff, like, oh my god, the Euros, like, how is it? Like, do you go to the gym? Where do you work? Like, all of a sudden I'm getting like, how is it for you? Like, how long has it been for you? How many people have you slept with? And I'm like, I don't know what to say. Like, am I supposed to flirt? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's so difficult to, like, and if you don't say it, I feel like men get a bit like moody, and I'm like, no, I just want to talk about normal stuff. Like, do you have a hamster? I don't know, like, fuck it out. Another thing, like, getting asked for nudes. Am I on OnlyFans? I don't know, like, what the fuck? Like, I like, the best line is like, I bet you could send me a dirty pic or a cheeky pic. Well, I could, but I'm not. And I feel like, to be honest, like, you know, I don't really like willy pictures. So if somebody sends me a willy picture, I don't want it. I don't want it. Like, I don't find that attractive. And I don't think somebody else would find mine unattractive. Like, I just think it's a bit weird. Like, I get it if you're talking to somebody and you're in the mood and, like, you're, like, sexting or anything like that. I don't know what, you know, what we all do. You know, I get it. You're in, you know, the rhythm. But, like, to a random stranger that you've just met off Tinder, like, yeah, I bet you can send me a cheeky pic. I could, but I'm not. And I feel like, just want to say, with, like, sending pictures and everything like that, like, for me, I think we've all done it. We've all done it if we've been talking to somebody, or if we've been seeing somebody or whatever, because you felt safe enough to do that. But, like, for example, now I'm, like, looking at the bigger picture and thinking, I get a bit worried now that somebody's going to send that picture or whatever around to whoever, and they're going to see, and it should, you know what, you shouldn't even be scared that it's going to happen, but that's the society we live in. We live in a society of revenge porn, and yeah, so that's really unfortunate. But, you know, I don't want to see Willy pictures anymore, thank you. I'm good. Like, I feel like things like that should be kept for when you see the person, like, or whatever you do with the person now. I mean, if, like, people are far away and they're in a relationship or dating and you do your thing. But, I kind of was, like, thinking, like, nah, I don't want to see no more Willies. Thank you. And I don't want any flying my way through apps. So, what would I like? That is what everybody asking me. What do you want Shannon like? Do you want casual? Do you want a relationship? Do you want this? Do you want that? I don't know. I sat the other day, I said, I don't know what I want. I really don't know what I want. Like, for me, I think I was in such a long-term relationship and I got so comfortable. And we're all here to be nice. We're not here to bash anybody, but I always think, will I ever be, like, happy again? And I don't want to cry. Will I ever find anybody? Like, will it ever come to me? And I feel like dating, it affects your mental health, because you think, where is he? Like, what? Who's supposed to be for me? Like, why hasn't he turned up? Like, I thought I had somebody and they didn't want me, or, you know, bad things happened and it just didn't work. And then you get, like, let back out and you're like, how do I do this? And it hurts and I don't know what I want. But I find, like, talking about it, girls feel like this too, men feel like this too. Like, once you've had your heart broken and you go back out, you don't know how to fucking deal. You don't know what to do. And I think what I've just been doing is being really honest to who I was talking to or who I was seeing, and describing what I wanted, because I feel like you can't lead people along. Like, it's too heavy. Like, you have to be really upfront and blunt. And this is what I hate. I hate when lads or whatever say, you know, I'm looking for this, and they get one thing out of you and they go. And I don't want to be that one that's, like, being sad and left on the bed. You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, so who wouldn't like to find the happily ever after? Like, I'd love somebody to sweep me off my feet, and remind me of what love was again. But I don't know if I go out looking for it, will I find it, or I don't go out with no expectations and hopefully it'll just come. So it's really difficult. Oh, thank you so much for watching this week's vlog. I really liked it because it's just like, it's just what we're all going through. And do you know what? If you have to dial a dick, you got to dial a dick. Like, I am open to anything. That sounds so wrong. No, I am learning every day about this whole new world that I'm in. And I'm really sorry if people think I've changed, and I'm really sorry if I'm not who I was before, but you can evolve every day and be somebody else that you want to be. I still have a heart of gold. I still love what I do. I still love my job. My morals might have changed, but because confidence has grown, and I don't feel like I'm nothing in a sense anymore. I feel like I'm somebody. And I hope that really continues. So me and my pale self are going to go. We're going to put a face mask on and have a self-care Sunday. So see you next week with a brand new topic. Bye, guys.